Hari Om Bhagavad Gita Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, chapter 17, verse 16. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, penance of speech means speaking words that won't agitate the other person, plus truthful, plus pleasant, plus beneficial to others. All the four conditions must be satisfied. That is, you should not agitate the other person. It should be truthful. It should be pleasant. It should be beneficial to others. So all the above, you have to tick all the above. Generally, when I speak, I agitate the other person. That is a mistake which I have been committing for the last 60 years. Oh my God. Krishna. Truthful, I am doubtful. Pleasant, beneficial to others. All these four conditions must be satisfied. Further, recitation of Vedas or reading of scriptures daily, it is also a penance of speech. I think when we recite the Vedas or read scriptures or Bhagavad Gita, naturally our speech is controlled. Because we cannot speak any other thing other than reading Bhagavad Gita. I think that is why it is also considered to be a penance of speech. It is speaking always the good. So that is what Bhagwan Krishna said in verse 15. Verse 16. This is again a wonderful verse. Wonderful verse. These are all, I don't, at 60 it is, I don't know. Of course, how many years I have, I do not know. But at least I know now. That is why I feel Bhagavad Gita should be kept as a study. From 5th standard onwards, the verses should be recited. From the college onwards, each and every verse has to be taught to the children. That is what I feel. Wonderful verse. Manah prasadas saumyatvam maunamatma vinigraham bhavasham shuddhirityetat tapo manasamuchyate. Again. Manaprasadas saumyatvam maunamatma vinigraham bhavasham shuddhirityetat tapo manasamuchyate. This verse is, according to me, it is pure psychology. Psychology of mind. How to control this mind. It is not easy. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Manaprasada means mental cheerfulness. This involves a prayerful attitude, an acceptance of yourself and the situation in which you are placed. So three things. First is prayerful attitude. Second is acceptance of yourself as it is. Third is acceptance of the situation in which you are placed. This includes acceptance of the past. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, if an ant can live its life, you can also live your life cheerfully. Any animal, any insect you see, they are living happily. Why can't you live happily? That is the question which Swami Dayananda Saraswati is asking. Further, you do not need to prove yourself to anybody. That is what we are doing every day. We want to prove ourselves to the world. That is why there are failures. Then automatically we suffer. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, you do not need to prove yourself to anybody. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, live one day at a time. Today is real. Tomorrow may not come. Yesterday is gone forever. Today I am alive, and what is to be done this day, I do. In our whole life, all we have to do is to manage only one day. That is today. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Do not carry your worry of yesterday for today. You don't bring yesterday today. What happened yesterday was yesterday. What will happen tomorrow will happen. If you worry about it, not only yesterday was spoiled, but you are spoiling your today also. One may plan for the future. He's not saying that you don't plan for your future. That is, sir, I have to live only one day, so I don't have to plan for my future. No, that is not Swamiji is saying. He says plan for your future, but do what you can do today and just live it. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes the law. What will be nature's law? What will be, will be. What is to happen, will happen. I do what I can. I repeat. What will be, will be. What is to happen, will happen. I do what I can. This is the truth of living. Swamiji asked a question to all of us. Did you ever think you would be where you are today? Have you ever thought? This is the question he is asking. Swamiji says it all happens. There is certain plan going underneath which you and I do not know. Swamiji says realize that there is some unfoldment taking place in your life which has its own meaning. Let life be full of surprises. Every second is a surprise. Nobody knows what will happen next moment. So let the life be full of surprises. If you know everything, then you need not even have to live. Because what is my next breakfast? What is my next thing that will happen? If you know everything, life will be boring. Any story book, just to the writer has to keep the surprise there. Otherwise, nobody will read that book. I know what is there. Second time a movie cannot be seen. Only first time, if you have not heard about anything about the movie, then only you can see, enjoy the movie. Otherwise, it will not be interesting. That is what I am saying. So Swamiji says, life must be full of surprises. If you know everything, then you need not even live. What is to happen to you according to your prarabdha and that of others are intertwined. If you have understood and accepted what has happened so far, you have an attitude that is ready for surprises. This is mental cheerfulness. Let whatever come, let it come. I will face it. That's it. Mentally be cheerful. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, whenever concern or anxiety comes, you resolve it by bringing proper attitude. Always say, it is nice being myself. He says it is a mantra. You repeat this mantra every day, daily, whatever situation you are. It is nice being myself. In whichever area you want to change, make efforts and then live it. If necessary, take help even from Bhagwan by way of a prayer. If others think ill of you, that is IWL, bad of you, it is their problem. Just accept yourself. Don't take life for granted. It is one more day for celebration if you get up from your bed. Anything you do is a celebration. It is nice being alive. This is Manaprasad. So always be cheerful. The idea is to keep the mind cheerful. If the mind is cheerful, naturally it is reflected in the face. Then Saumyatva. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara, who says it is clarity which is also cheerfulness. Swamiji says face is the index of mind. Adi Shankara says from the cheerfulness of the fact, the frame of mind can be from the cheerfulness of the face, the frame of mind can be inferred. When you are displeased, you bring back a pleasing condition of mind which will bring smile on your face. That is tapas. Then mauna is generally it is restraint of speech. Mauna is austerity in speech, but here it is considered to be mental discipline. Here mauna is keeping the mind silent and thus bringing silence at the level of speech. If the thoughts themselves do not arise, that also is mauna. Even if the thoughts come, you eliminate the necessity to express them. That is control of mind. Then Atma Vinigraha, it is mastery over the mind. Mastery over the mind can be achieved by proper discipline. You gain mastery over the ways of thinking. Whatever is necessary in following this discipline is tapas. Whatever technique, whatever method you adopt to control the mind for the sake of mental health is tapas. Then Bhava Samshuddhi. Bhava Samshuddhi is clean intentions when you are dealing with people. Motive at the level of mind and not action. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara, who says it is absence of deception. One who is totally free from any deceit in his interactions with people ha- has Bhava Samshuddhi. So, this is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. I have not given the entire thing. He has discussed everything in detail. What I have done is I have taken a small portion of it. And then whatever I understood, whatever I reduced it. I am sorry, it should not be done. But I reduced it because he has discussed it elaborately. So I reduced it. And then I am giving the gist of what I have read, what I have understood. So that is a caution I am giving it to you. Then Swami Chinmayananda. Swami Chinmayananda says, tapas of mind is an indispensable necessity on the spiritual path because it is the psychological makeup in a person that governs the quality of life. It is not brutal self denial, but sublimation of lower values to achieve higher goal. Serenity of mind, good heartedness, rendering or bringing joy in others' hearts are the tapas of mind. Swami Chinmayananda says, mind runs out through the sense organs to seek sense pleasures. It runs out through the eyes, through the ears, through the mouth. So these are all the antennas through which the stimuli enters the mind. And after the stimuli has gone to the mind, then it seeks the pleasures out. It is the nature of mind. First you accept this. One who has uncontrolled mind or a sensualist can have little serenity or composure. Manaprasada, the driving force behind the mind's endless errands, is the intellect. That is Manaprasada Saumyatvam. Manaprasada means the driving force behind the mind is the intellect. Mind can be quietened only when it is protected from the inflow of sense stimuli and the outflow into the fields of enjoyment. That is why whenever you are in meditation, the first thing they say is close your eyes. Because otherwise it will go here and there, here and there. You will see somebody walking, somebody going, something running, something flying. So your mind will not concentrate. So close your eyes. Inflow is control. How is this possible? Swami Chinmayananda says, only when the seeker has discovered himself a divine ideal or a higher purpose of life, then and then only he can hope to quieten the mind. Then Saumyatvam, kindness. It is a feeling of the heart spreading love and affection towards all beings. This is a divine attitude. This seeker is never upset with his environment, whatever it is. Mauna, silence. Silence of speech must arise from silence of mind. Here, Mauna means noiseless inner calmness. It is not outer thing, inner calmness. That is what in the last verse also I said. When somebody gets terribly angry, he keeps with a dog's face. He keeps quiet with a dog's face, sitting. You will sit. That is not mode. Mind must be calm, and it is expressed at the level of speech. This can be achieved only when the pressure of patience and inexhaustible desires are no more in the mind. Swami Chinmayananda says, Mauna here can also mean muni, that is, state of constant contemplation. Then self-control. Swami Chinmayananda says, Manaprasada, Saumyatvam, and Mauna cannot be achieved unless one is able to control his inner nature deliberately. The animal in us is very, very powerful. Unless we are ever vigilant, it may upset our inner balance and equanimity. Bhava Samshuddhi, honesty of motive. Self control is not possible unless our motives are pure and serene. Without a definite goal of life, without planning the march towards the ideal, a person will fall a victim to various temptations on the route. He will lose himself in the bylanes of life. A happy pilgrimage to truth can be achieved by constantly sticking to the grand road to success. So your goal, if you have decided the higher goal, then whatever comes in between, you will not bother about it. Swami Chinmayananda says, the urge in us that motivate all our mental activities must be inspiring and divine. So these are the views of Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Swami Chinmayananda on this verse. We will see some more on this. Swami Vivekananda also we need to see. So what is his opinion on the mind and thought? That also we need to see. And some more I want to give on this. We'll stop here today. Verse 16 again. Manah prasadas saumyatvam maunamatma vinigraham bhavasham shuddhirityetad tapo manasamuchyate. Tomorrow again the same verse. Verse 16. Arihom sarvam krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana